Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I just wanted to share something with you. So I know you guys see this and I know it look crazy. However, let me explain. So one day after we finished making Kool-Aid, we basically, I cleaned this out because I was in the process of washing dishes. So basically, I cleaned it out and someone just told me to put it in there. And I was like, you know what? This is going to sit right here just like that. I do want to do a video on this in the future on how I would design it. So if you have any suggestions, make sure you let me know and I'll take them into consideration. This jar right here comes from the Dollar Tree and it has a lid. I wanted to put vinyl on here, and I don't know if you guys remember these spoons that I received in my brown sugar box from Izzy and Liv, but I'm gonna finally bust them open just in case you guys forgot.
This one says, watch me whip. This one says, just beat it. This one, it just says Izzy and Liv. This one says, flick of the wrist. This one says, catch me on the flip side. Catch me on the flip side. And this one says, stir it up. Stir it up.
Okay, so I chose these two color vinyls to go on the jar. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? And I wanted to design something cute. So if you want to watch me, just come join me. Oh, and also I have these from the dollar store. And this one is a printed one, obviously. And this one is like a smaller glittery one. So what I was going to do is put the design on the front, and I was gonna take this and wrap it around like so, and then you see the width and the height, it'll still be a little bit more left over. So I was gonna go in with this at the top so that they will meet and look like that on the jar, and I figure it will all come together. So I don't know, y'all. Let's see. Booyah! And I'm back, y'all. And a couple of hours before preparing for this video, I went onto YouTube under my community post and posted a poll for different options for which image would be used in today's video. There were 5 options to choose from: flipping awesome, fixing to flip, don't flip out, choose your weapon, or catch you on the flip side. There was only one participant, and as you can see, this is the option that was chosen. Once I have all of the measurements figured out, I go back in to size it to the correct size, and then I proceed to change all of the letters and whatever images I want to whatever color that I'm choosing to use. Now there is a much easier and quicker way of doing this, but because I took, a long break and I'm just getting back, to be honest with you, I still have not learned a lot of the Cricut shortcuts. So hopefully I will be able to start implementing a lot of those shortcuts in future videos while I'm on this journey. If you are a crafter or you're very familiar with shortcuts, feel free to drop me down some suggestions in the comment section. If you know the colors that you want to use for whatever project you're doing, you really do not have to change the colors like I'm doing right now. As long as you know what colors you want, you can always just make sure that's the color that's loaded onto the mat. However, it's a lot easier for me and for my peace of mind for me to see the actual color on the screen, so that when I'm being prompted to load the mat, I'm loading the correct color. Many times, once you get to this screen, it'll default to going up close to the corner where you saw it. So what I'm doing right now is moving it down, because sometimes Cricut can be a little off. You can cut too close to the edge, or you can just run out altogether, and then you have to redo the cut. Next, I am just picking my material, which is the vinyl. Time to load the mat. Let's get this party started. Right here is where you can change the pressure, so you can either choose more, less, or you can keep it normal. If you notice, the orange vinyl is selected. When pulling the vinyl or whatever material you're using from the mat, it's always best to flip it over. Time to load the blue vinyl. Be sure the blue vinyl is selected. And just like that, as you can see, I forgot to shift the image for the blue vinyl a little bit down so that it's not too close to the edge for when it cuts. Hopefully it'll be fine. So now it's time to get my paper cutter, and I am going to cut off the excess vinyl that I will not be using so that I can only have what I'm using. Next, I will grab my transfer paper and cut it down to the same size as the image because it would need to cover the image so that I can affix it to the jar. Sometimes it can be very, very difficult pulling the back end off of the transfer paper. Just gonna go over the jar with some alcohol to clean it, to get any lint or particles off of the jar so that the vinyl can stick properly. Right here, I attempted to do reverse weeding, which I did not like how it worked out. The reverse weeding consists of basically weeding while the vinyl is already on the transfer paper, opposed to weeding it from the back end. When it's time for me to weed the blue vinyl, I'm going to do it the normal way. I'm going to leave it on the back end that it originally came on. The part that makes me nervous, whether the image is going to transfer on properly. Sometimes the transfer tape can be too sticky, and sometimes the vinyl can be old. No matter what I did, I couldn't get that spatula to stay down. So we're gonna have to move along without it. Notice I'm not doing the reverse weeding. Until I get more familiar with the reverse weeding, I'll continue to do it the normal way, which is removing what I don't need and adding the transfer tape after.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines, one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my.
A little hack I've learned with transfer tape: if it's too new and too sticky, you can rub it up against a few things just to let it pick up on some particles so it's not as sticky. I probably should have done that because, as you can see, it's very, very complicated to get it off at times. And of course, the F on flip wants to look deformed, so I am taking it off. I am removing the whole entire word. Unfortunately, now our image will read, "Catch you on the side." Now what's left is to just go around with the washi tape, and we have a finished product. I'm definitely pleased with the project. It would have came out a bit better with the spatula and the correct wording, but nonetheless, a great outcome.